Hey, what's up, guys? I just got out of the gym. I was on my rest day. I figured I would just go in as a routine, and I was thinking I have to build myself with my daily habits, my daily thoughts. These are ways as how you guys are going to build your confidence, because, for example, if I tell myself I'm super strong and I am not, then I won't be confident in saying that. I won't feel strong. Versus now I'm doing every single thing that I know that I can do in the gym or outside of the gym with my diet, my sleep, my stress. Those will play into how you all will build your mindset, because just think of your current beliefs. You could be lying to yourself, telling yourself that you don't have enough money, or I have genetics and all of my family members are out of shape. Those are false beliefs, and a lot of beliefs can come from your family, culture, society, school, church, the TV and radio that you guys watch. Keep in mind, you're competing with the smartest, richest companies with tactics that will undermine you and make you think that you want something when you may not really want it. Be aware of the applications you're using on your phone, because, for example, I opened up Instagram. I was scrolling on it for like a half hour. I don't know why, and it was like a waste of my time. Technically, I was trying to learn, because the content that I was looking at, it was fitness related, it was self-help, it was business kind of stuff. So it was a little trade-off, but then I knew that I should structure out my day, write out the things that I should do, set Google Calendar events, set alarms, because there's so many things that I have to do. For example, weigh out my food, make sure I package it properly, set up my supplements. I'll probably be pulling back on a lot of the supplements, and there's only certain essential supplements that you need. For example, like magnesium, potassium, multivitamin, creatine. If you need protein shakes, you could drink them. I personally haven't been drinking them. It's easier just to eat. And make sure you guys get your water, and also for salt, right? Because then if you guys are cutting, you may feel low energy, and you could be doing every single thing right aside from having the electrolytes in your body. So just based on how you feel, and I know for you guys, I used to block out my pain when I was a kid. I was afraid of my dad. I remember him beating me when I was a kid, because he came home and I think that he lost some money when he was gambling. And I used to be so afraid of him. I used to not want to have to go to the bathroom, and I used to hold my urine. And I started pissing blood, and I had to have a kidney operation for it, where they had to filter my kidneys. These are little psychological blocks that can transfer into your adult life. And I want you guys to be aware of how you think, how you act, how you speak, how you feel, because it's all connected. It determines who you are. And it's important for you guys to listen to more positive content, to listen to audiobooks, things that will help you. Because in all honesty, when I was listening to hip-hop, dark music, it helped me get stronger and bigger. Inside, mentally, I was still broken. I was soft, because I wanted to get super strong and big so that people wouldn't mess with me. Because I do remember when I was a kid, I was small, I was getting my ass beat at home and in school as well. I hated myself as a person, and I attracted racism to me because I looked and I acted weak. As a 5'6" male in this country, what do they tell short men? Is basically you're less worthy, and you're not gonna get girls, or you're not as good as a tall guy, which is bullshit, because I met tall people. For example, one guy, he's super soft-spoken. I was recording, I couldn't fucking hear him. And it's like, you're mad tall, you're good looking, but then you can't speak, you lack confidence. I hope that he could develop his skills and his confidence and build himself into the man that I know he could be, that he knows that he should be. So if you're short, you think you can't get girls, that's ridiculous. Because I remember in like 2023, I was in my O phase. I had a rotation. It was cool. It's good to have those experiences so that you can learn. Because you got to play the game like a woman plays the game. If you got one woman, she probably got 10 to 15 in her DMs. And she can easily contact any guy and have fun. Whenever a woman says, I'm hanging out with a friend, assume it's a guy. And technically she is kind of respecting you, because if she has respect for herself and the other guy, then she's not going to talk about other guys in front of you. Once she talks about other guys in front of you, that means that she doesn't respect you as a person. You're more of like a friend. I remember a time when my first girlfriend, I went off to college, and she was like, it's not working out. I was like, all right, it is what it is, right? Because I just accepted it because my mom bounced when I was a kid. And when I went back to work on a break, I saw that she hooked up with another coworker. It's mad funny, you know? Because they're going to plan out who they want to jump to next. Because people don't like being alone. As a man, I'm telling you guys, there's times where you have to be alone to build yourself. Kind of reminds me of like Batman. When his mother and his father died, he had to go into solitude to build himself physically, mentally, spiritually, to find his mission purpose. Because if he didn't do that, he would be a drifter, he would be aimless. And I've been there before, where I've been super directionless, I didn't have any goals. And based on that Psycho-Cybernetics book, it says that if I don't have goals, I will feel apathetic, I won't embrace life, I won't care. That's pretty bad, because I was having suicidal thoughts. I was thinking about, should I eat lead? Should I swallow a bottle of pills? I could drive my car into the back of a truck, and you know, why am I thinking this way? It's super dark. I'm not very close with my blood family, unfortunately. Sometimes you guys may have to cut out or reduce the time that you spend with family, with friends, and prioritize yourself, because I need to be on point and focus to be able to accomplish the goals that I want. There's a quote, I heard Michael Bisping saying it: believe, conceive, achieve, and visualize what you want. Get clear on your desires, because whatever you want, it is possible to get, you know, within time. And patience, it was one of my biggest weaknesses. I would be super impatient, and sometimes I would quit. Patience, I think that it could be a strength too, because I would try things and see how it works. I would fail real quick, and then I would adapt and overcome. I think for life, I have to look at my blessings and have gratitude for my life, because I could say I'm 41, I'm 5'6.5", I didn't grow up with my mother, I grew up poor. All that shit is in the past. Nobody cares. You have no value until you create your value as a man. And you want to hold your word. You want to keep your word to yourself as a man. 2 months ago, I didn't even have a gym membership. And then my boy, he got dumped by a chick, and I was like, yo, why don't you hire this guy, Huncho, to get you into shape so that you could get another girlfriend if that's what you want. And fellas, when you get dumped, you don't want to jump into another relationship. You want to build yourself so that you could get a better quality woman later on. This guy wasn't listening, my friend, and I felt like I was wasting my time talking to him. I told him, yo bro, you need to get these courses, these socializer courses. You need to get a personal trainer. He basically said, I don't have enough money, I have to stack a year's worth of money. And then I could see him buying dumbass shit like drinks or fucking clothes. And it's like, bro, when's the last time you bought something that would help you in life? When's the last time you invested into yourself? And I understand from a cultural standpoint, Chinese people, Indian people, they could be cheap as fuck, you know? And these are kinds of things where you cannot be cheap. Sometimes you have to spend money to improve yourself, because I know I could easily chat GPT how to lose weight and how to get shredded, but then I wasn't doing it. I needed to invest into myself. I needed structure. I needed to have faith in my trainer and to have accountability with him, because I have to submit my weight. I have to submit pictures every week. And is it tedious? It's tedious, but these are things that need to be done. I track my exercises, my weights, my sets, my reps. I track the time that I'm doing, so that when I do my workouts in the future, I could progressively overload. I could do more weight. I could do more reps. And then once you guys could do your 8 to 10 to 12, you could graduate to the next set, or you could graduate to the next weight. If you guys can't do a working set, do half sets. If you need to drop the weight, take your ego out of it. Because even for leg raises, I was doing them, and I was doing them slow, and they hurt really, really bad. If you guys only got light weights, do it slower. You guys should do slow, steady state cardio, because it doesn't take a lot out of you and it's easy to do. Versus if I was doing wind sprints, I mean, if you guys are in martial arts, if you guys are playing soccer, basketball, football, okay, it makes sense, because that's what you guys are trying to do. I know for me, as a 41-year-old, I'm just trying to improve the quality of my life, to improve the longevity, how long I live. I think I could live up to 100. It's possible. We'll see. Because I worked as a nurse before. I took care of people, and they were maybe like 60s, 70s, and they couldn't even eat. They couldn't even walk. Some of them were overweight. And it's like, yo, when I'm 100, I'm going to still be working out in the gym. I'm going to be that jack guy. I can't prove it. I have faith, though. That I have belief that Christ has been born in me. And I voluntarily lay down on my cross to be crucified. And I am going to resurrect a better version of myself. You could see your family and parents, how they live. Are they who you want to be in the future? Do they have the financial status, the intelligence? Are they fit? Are they healthy? If they're not, you were programmed by them. And you might have to unprogram these kinds of things. You're going to have to brainwash yourself. So I want you guys to consume audiobooks, self-development books. None of that fake stuff. And also for morning affirmations, you need to reprogram your mind in the morning, because your mind is more impressionable in the morning. And also, when you guys sleep, you can listen to positive content, and your subconscious mind can absorb that information. When you guys are eating a certain food, for example, alcohol. When I went to Medellin, I had 2 drinks. I was just trying to spend my money, my currency. And I bought a bracelet, and I had it, and then I was buying like pastries and shit, because I was still feeling kind of buzzed. After I was done eating the pastries, I threw the bag in the trash, and I threw my bracelet in the trash, and I felt super dumb. And I was like, what? You're an idiot. You're dumb, you know? Why'd you throw out a bracelet that you bought for someone else? And I was super angry at myself. I want to go walk around to look for it. And now I promised myself I'm not going to drink for this year, because it doesn't serve me. What's the point? They're empty calories. It's a waste of money. And it puts me at a weakened state, because I know if I had to get into a fight, I would be weaker. And I looked like garbage because my face was red. I was moving slower. Yo, drinking alcohol, it reduces testosterone. It increases estrogen. What does that mean? It means that it makes you less of a man if you're drinking. I hope you guys got a lot of value out of that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below what hit the hardest. I'll check you guys in another one. Peace.